Are you a product of your society, or is your society a product of you? Let's talk about it. All right, hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about being in an inner circle in the wrong group or the right group. Let's talk about the impact your inner circle has on you. You are a product of your environment, whether you're willing to admit it or not. If you're running with a bad crowd, you're going to be doing bad things. If you're running with a good crowd, you guys are going to be doing good things. Now, there are outliers where you can kind of go from one circle to the other circle before you figure out who you are in life. Think about it. If you're a flea, you can jump 36 inches. You got a 36-inch vertical leap. Man, you are jumping, you're getting it. All of a sudden, a bunch of y'all get scooped up and put into a mason jar, and somebody puts a lid on it. Well, wouldn't you know it? Eventually, you learn, if I keep jumping up there, I'm going to bust my head. So I'm not jumping up there no more. I'm only going to jump up so far. That guy comes around and takes that lid off of that jar, and now there's a whole bunch of fleas in there jumping, but none of them's jumping out yet because they're a product of their environment. They're a product of their surroundings. Everybody else is only jumping this high, so this is how high I'm going to jump. Well, they have a whole bunch of babies. Those babies grow up in a world where they didn't even know that you could jump out of this thing. They didn't even know that there was a potential for them to get up and out of that circle, to get out of that jar. So they stay there. They don't go anywhere. They don't even know it. They're like, hey, this is how far we can jump. In a world where they used to could jump 36 inches out of there, and all the other fleas that are out here can reach that potential, they can't because that's the circle that they're in. This is the world they live in. And that's the same thing we do as humans. You are a product of the circle you run with, that environment that you're in. Can you get out of it? Absolutely. Somebody can walk by, knock that jar over, and all of a sudden all those fleas run out, and they go find a different circle. They got a brand new environment, a brand new society. So it can happen. You're going to fall in and out of circles all the way up through. Imagine this. 10 years ago, you ran with these people. Are you still running with those people? Good or bad? It doesn't matter. Probably not. You probably have some lifelong friends that you've had since you were, kindergarten or whatever. Maybe one or two. But you keep going from circle to circle because you are a product of your environment. Think about all these travel ball mamas and daddies. 10 years ago, before you were born or when you were a baby, they weren't in travel ball circles. They weren't in that society. They were running from bar to bar, drinking and doing this, right? So we are, go back to that. You're gonna run with those same type of people, young, dumb, college student, whatever. That's what you're going to do, and then eventually you grow up. Hopefully, you grow up before it's too late, and you're going to run with a different group. And then, like for me, once my kids are grown and graduated and have kids of their own, I'm probably not going to be running in travel ball mamas and daddy circles. That's just won't be my environment anymore. I would love to. I'd love to keep doing what I'm doing. But we're a product of our environment. We're going to act like and be like the environment that we are within. Just how it is. So leave me a comment down below. Tell me a circle you used to run with and the new circle you run with today. And if you could go back and change your circle, what would you change that circle to? Because I know you're smarter today than you were yesterday or a year ago. So let's try to impact our youngins and give them a scenario, give them a story of, hey, I used to do the same dumb crap you're doing right now, but I eventually learned that I was wrong. And if I would have been able to get to this environment sooner, how much better things would be. That's just the way it goes. So if you like this stuff, man, please share it with a friend. And when you do, you tell them you love them.